Alright, gang. It's been a couple days, but let's play some more backgammon. I went on a little bit of a hot streak and then a little bit of a cold streak. Currently looking at 1668. Let's see if we can bump that up a little bit. Looks like we actually got some active people right around our... I don't want to play 3. I'll see if... I also don't want to play against a 1900. No offense. I'll invite this guy, more reasonable 1662. I do think it is important, just generally, to play against good players when you're learning. It's definitely the fastest way to learn, is to play against good players, and then obviously the best way to learn is to review on the computer, which we will do after we get action, and it looks like... I'll just pause until we get action. So we got action against a 1654 called Redchipie, and it appears to be a woman. So, and I always say just he by default. Oh, no. Make the 5 point, ma'am. But I guess it's defensible. I would certainly make the 5 point or the bar point before I would play that, though. I could be wrong, for sure, though. This is not an easy game. I don't mean to... Okay, so let's think about this 4-1. I really want to play this one, but what are we really accomplishing with that this minute versus the downside of leaving a blot on this 5 or this 9? Maybe it would have been right, just because slotting that point, if you can make that point, is huge. But, okay. And do we slot our 4, or do we split to the 22? I am going to slot the... Let's see. If this was there, I would definitely slot the 4. As it is, I think I'm going to play this and not be surprised if it's wrong. But... Okay, I was going to say they have some awkward 6s if I play this. Okay, and now let's make an advanced anchor. And that's the wrong 7 to roll. So, mission not accomplished. I really don't... I think I want to leave those guys there. I think I'm going to play that. I think that looks okay. Kill some time. Still some awkward 6s for them. And this 5 is not thrilling for this lass. Alright. So I've never played this person before. I don't have any cube reads, but that is something I want to work on, is making more opponent-specific cube decisions, even though it may hurt my rating. I really do feel like at this level, that is still very, very exploitable. I know that generally you should just play the cube the correct way, but I don't know. So I really want to cover with the 1. The question is, where is the 4? Do I just bump to here? It seems better than playing down. Man, that just does seem like suicide, though. Let's take a look. I just don't see anything else as far as options. Anything else leaves a blot and doesn't cover this, so I think let's just go for this, even though the downside is definitely noticeable. Non-negligible downside, and we do get hit. And that is a good one to make an advanced anchor, and split has to be the last one. Done. So we'd love to roll the 6 deuce. 6-5 is a little tougher, but I think we still just need to maintain all of these 1, 2, 3 defensive points and just play that. We do have 2 builders to cover it. Sometimes the computer just drives me insane with, like, it's actually correct to run out and leave blots all over the board there. But I just don't have it in me yet at this point in my backgammon career to do those kind of things. I think same idea here. I certainly want to cover with the 4, and I think I want to maintain all those points. Or do I want to play this too? I want to maintain the points. I have an anchor already. He's getting jammed up, or she. Excuse me, I do that every single time. Is it just safety? I mean, what else could it be? She's already played the 1 from 6 to 5. I guess that's more flexible long term. Let's get some pips up here. Okay, yeah, I knew we were not looking strong. And that's not great. It looks like we have to leave. Oh, man. Well, I think it just has to be that because we do not want to crumble. And those are the only ones that keep us from crumbling. And there is exactly why we now open up 6-6 and just lose. 4-1 comes up. And this is an easy pass. Definitely no real hope of salvaging that one. So happy to see the cube there. Even though it was a pretty low likelihood, I think, of getting gammoned. Ooh! It's a slight decision here. We could also make our opponent's 5-point, which is always enticing. But I think a good home board is always your best friend. And she doesn't have just... or didn't, I guess, have anything going. Oh, man. In the way of killing me. But that has obviously taken a drastic change for the... Ooh! The worst. Uh-oh. What's even the move? I mean, I think you have to slice. Yeah. I think you have to do... I don't know about those. I don't know about... Yeah, that's lifting is probably fine. Okay, and we do return fire. So we're actually doing just fine here. Yeah, this is fine. This is bad. This is ugly. You don't want this in your home board. You don't want your 5 points and 4 points open. This is not good. Even when I fan a couple of times, I still have plenty of game left as soon as I come in. There's just when you open up your 5 and 4 points, you drastically reduce the amount of gammons you're gonna get because I can just come right back in and then make an advanced anchor and all your checkers are fucking behind me. Pardon the language. All right. Is that the right 2 or is it 2 down? The next, I don't think I want. Do I mind leaving a blot? I think I would like to make a couple more points in here. I could very easily see it being 2 down, but it does seem risky. It leaves a lot of numbers to get hit, and I don't think that's what I'm interested in at this point. Double 4s. Swings around. I imagine it swings around and makes the bar. Oh, makes the 5-point. I don't like this play. I think the midpoint's still way too critical. Show me the ace-3. And ace-3 would be a test, but I wouldn't even kill and cover him. I don't think I would kill and cover him. Wow! Who calls it? Alright. Wow. So there are obviously 4 plays here. But I think the first just has to be... 1, 3. What a decision, though. The other idea is being kill and cover, make the 5. Let's just take a look. So, or double kill and hit loose, which I could also see it being. But I think it's just this. There are a lot of ideas going on here. But this, for long-term game, I think does the most good for me. This advanced anchor just is a game changer. Shout out to Survivor Season 34. And now, man, we're just pointing down at every look. I'd love a double hit. So my first thought is to make the 9-point, but we're just losing the race. Like, I'd love to be able to kill, but I don't see any reasonable kills. So I guess we just do that. Ace deuce doesn't accomplish a lot for this person. They really wanted to, or she really wanted to make this point. That would be huge, but no such fortune. And now 2 blots on the home board. Hoo boy. Certainly hitting this hog loose. Deuce is here. I'm tempted to play 9-5. Highest upside. But would I rather make the bar? No, I'm going to play 9-5. Or do I want to actually deuce there, 4 here? Seems better. with these blots in there. Like, they gotta have some real concerns about hitting. Or not. Ace come. And 5 will be a double hit. I think I just need to put 2 on the bar at this point and not see a 3. Okay. And now I hit with a 4. I hit with an ace, deuce, or 3. I cover with a 1. I hit with a 2 up there. I could easily see this person passing. I think it's just too crushing. I'm going to cover and kill, like every roll here. I'll be able to cover and kill, at least. Yeah, I like that. I really like that offer. We'll see. But I like it. This is a snipe right there. For sure. 4 in. And I think the 6 comes out. Tries to get some momentum going this direction. And so far, so good. 5 deuce makes that, I think is right. 6-4, I think is fine doing that. Could step out, but I don't think it's great to leave 2 blots. 5 deuce, I'm tempted to make my 4-point. Trying to find a better move. I don't see one. He has these things going on. This looks fine. Really looking down at this 5-point. 6-5 makes the 5. 5-3 makes the 5. So we call it. How about calling that 3-1? That was a pretty... I'm pretty sure it just recognized how many options there were. I'm really going to be curious to look at that. I really hope I remember to look at that. It was in game 2. The 3-1, regardless of how, if it was right or wrong. And she is in the tank, it seems. That or my software froze. Oh, okay. It looks like my software froze for a second. That's annoying. I can't get that guy going anywhere. So 4-2 looks good. Drink some iced coffee while we wait for their turn. 2 steps. It does the 2-step. The 2's already looking at the 6. And now it's just stepping into more builders. I wouldn't actually be surprised if it's hang back, because I kill with anything not a 4 or a 2. Well, like I was saying, 4-2 is exactly the roll I wanted, and I think I just kill with a 4-2 anyway. Man, I'm up in the race. Do I do this, actually? And then I start hitting loose and cubing? That seems good. Oh, wow, and she rolls the nuts. I think the 3 wants to step out. But I'm not positive. I get hit loose if I step out. So maybe I go, whoops. Whoops. Let's go with that. Play some defense still. Easy take. They still have some very awkward rolls. 6-3 was tremendously awkward. This could still be immediately punished. 6 deuce, 5-3, both good. 6-5, also good with the cube. We take the lead in the race. Cube in hand. No brainer. Ace, 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 split. Split's got to be right. To get some cover going. Double 5s has got to be right. And now, oh man, big response. Otherwise we would take a huge, huge lead. Let's see how this goes, but we have an itchy cube finger. Uh-oh. This could get us in trouble. Oh my god, such critical responses. Okay, we got the 6 deuce off. I have auto bear off on. 6-3 off. 6-5. 4-3, 5-2. That's a miss. So we're looking at 6-6. I'm on roll. 39 pips versus 41, but I have the miss there and there. That's not a miss. That is a miss. 8-7. Is it too early? We have virtually identical boards. I think it's slightly too early. 2-2. I don't think we have enough market losers is the idea there. Now I think it's time. Now I think it's definitely time. We got 2 off. They rolled the nut low. My phone is, of course, on. Let's see. Now I think it's the time. If we roll a 6 or a 5, we just win. We're just crushing. I think it's got to be the time. And they pass. I think that's probably a... I wouldn't be surprised if that's a take. But I think that's definitely a good cube if they're considering passing. It may have been a cube earlier. 6-1 is a good response. I'm going to be curious to see about that cube. I think it is probably a cube. A 6 or a 5, we just win. Barring them rolling big doubles. But, you know, if we roll ace deuce, they like take the lead. And that's not the good life. 62, I'm really tempted to just make my 11. I see the kill. I think this is more valuable. I see the kill. I hear what you're saying. Ooh, I don't know about that. Okay. Well, this will be the 5. That much I'm certain of. I don't want to strip the midpoint. I don't want to play that. I certainly don't want to break this, so I guess I just will play that. I want to step out to this point specifically, or this point, obviously. But I'm assuming this point's going to get made. And I think we have another easy take. The deuce is there, the 4 is there, and that's a great roll. Oh, yeah, that point got made. Okay, I misread the board, but whatever. Oh! That is gin ball. What's the race looking like? We're up in the race. Oh boy. We don't deserve to run this good. Let's make a nice point here. That'll work. That seems good. And now we can be throwing the cube right back. Can we? To play for, we don't want to play for it all yet, because obviously it's coming right back. So I don't think we want to play for it all yet. I don't think we want to play for it all just yet. How many market losers do we have? We're up 15, we're on roll. Let's play for it all. Let's see. I think we just do that. Make the smoothest transition possible. Obvious take. Hope to not see double 6s. Or do we just leave the 1 shot for the game? 4 numbers for the game. I think we do. That's not one of them, sir. Ma'am. Excuse me. I'm sorry. 5-1, and as long as we maintain this 22 pip lead and come in safely, we are going to win some grid points. So 6-4, we'll go like that because the other 4 was quite ugly. Or all the other legal 4s were quite ugly, I should say. 6-5 comes in safely. Ace deuce forces the crumble. 5-4 is not great. Oh, 5-4 is fine, excuse me. And now we can start. Let's not put on auto bear off. 5-3, let's minimize the bad rolls, and we just win as long as we don't roll a big ace. There it is. So we should be looking good to win this game. And now we can put on auto roll and auto bear off and not have to think about much more, and we can just find out how well or how poorly we played. So that looks like a W. Glad we got it on video. Glad that 3-1 was on video. I think that'll be interesting to see, and to see what order they were in. My guess is, I don't know what order they were in. I think my play was, I hope my play was the best. And I would suspect that, I don't even know. I really don't know. Let's take a look at that. I will pause and pull it up. Okay, so I played a 10.85 and she played a 6.73, so I definitely got lucky to win this one. As we can see, I was just three huge errors, blunders with the cube. All three of my cube mistakes were blunders, so that's fun. I guess we will get to them. This has already been a pretty quick match so far. And this was right. Okay, so that very second move of the game, I guess one of the first ones you guys saw, or I guess because it was one of the first ones that got played, I did talk about this idea. I decided that it was too risky, and bringing this down would have been too risky for me too, which was actually essentially the same as my other move. So not a huge issue. And then it was a double and a big pass, 100 error to have taken. Quick first game. So far so good. All the errors have been on that person. Here's one that was not good for me. Oh, this must be. Okay, I don't know why I didn't kill from the bar. I know I played that deuce first because I knew that had to be, as we can see. Oh no, my move was horrendous. Oh, it was just giving up the anchor was just the worst possible idea. Look at how bad my move was. Look at every single one of these moves so far that I've scrolled around to was better than the move that I played than this. Keeping the anchor was totally the right idea. And then this actually was too good to double. Wow. This was a huge. It was 100 error to even double. Like I was saying, I have just so many killing covers, I guess, but I thought as soon as, if they make the 5 point, if she makes the 5 point, then the game is right back on, but apparently not. So, as disastrous of a position as that looked like, it was definitely play on. No double, in fact, there. And I remember saying this is a huge take, and then rolled a 6-5 quickly, and we saw why it was a huge take, because then I came back and won. I guess I was off with the cube, by the way. It was 100 error not to redouble that actual turn when I had just an extra checker off and was just in much better shape. It was a huge error. There was not enough time left, I guess. But the next cube was fine. This one again was no double, and I believe I also said this one was an easy take, so I'm glad to be correct about that, even though I sucked apparently at the rest of it. And wow, it was not step up. I guess I just got so lucky to roll that ace-6. As we can see, yeah, the happy face. A huge swing to roll that ace-6. Otherwise, I'm just getting pointed on, basically, every time. This 4-4 was dead wrong. I played it way too safe, I would imagine. No, it was equally safe. I just made the wrong point. I wanted the smooth, barren, long term, but I guess it's better to be blocking like double 5s and defending against certain 6s. The redouble was atrocious, just given that it means we're playing for it all, and it's only 65-35. And I assume my winning, I did the exact terrible logic. It's an automatic redouble by them. The 3-2 is the wrong move. It was actually just play it super safe, because now that we're playing for it all, I just need to come in safely. I thought leaving 4 numbers once would be fine, but certainly better to just bring it in. And that is it. So certainly not my best match, but at least glad to be playing on video again. I hope you guys maybe learned something, even though I didn't play that well. And that, I suppose, will be it. I will potentially even be playing a little later today, so take care, everybody.